and never to leave me. I'll never, never fall short of his love. I'm gonna bless and praise him in this narrow way and keep my life here every day. I wanna go with him when he comes back. I've gone too far and I never turn back. Oh my. Hello, hello there. Hey, welcome back to Life of Paulette. I know I'm on early today, but I just want y'all to know what is going on, okay? The weather is back here in Hawaii, as y'all can see. The rain, actually, let me show y'all because y'all can't see yet. Look at it. It's raining. We are due forecast for floodings again. You know, I mean, this weather just don't want me to be great today in this gig economy. I could tell you that. But she pushing through and she keep going because at the end of the day, guys, it's you that need to push you to move to the other side. And that's what I'm doing here today. I am still pushing through with caution, though. You know, you got to be cautious with everything that you do. You got to make sure that you're doing it cautiously and you're being safe. Okay, so I'm being safe. I am going below the speed limit. I can tell y'all that one thing because I want to be able to make it home to my family. And you know, at the end of the day, this weather, I'm not gonna love this to stop me from doing the things that I need to do because I have deadlines, guys. Okay, tomorrow's my deadline. You all know that I'm finishing up my project, and this week is my final week where they're going to dot all the I's and they're going to cross the T's, you know. But at the end of the day, guys, I just want you to know that with everything that you're doing, regardless of how smooth that it's going, it's always going to be that hiccup that's going to come and distract. So today, even though I had plans to get up early, first of all, the confusion started that, you know, I was not paying attention to the weather. I knew it was coming today, but I was not aware that the kids don't have no school. So due to the scenario yesterday, my husband incurred a little accident. So, you know, he picked up a can and all of a sudden pulled his back just with an empty can. It was not even a full can. It was an empty can. My little husband decided to go pick up because of the weathers. The wind was blowing back and forth and he took his back out. So with that being said, guys, he is down and it's only me and him here dealing with all the noise and the kids and schooling and stuff like that. So I was happy to know that, you know, school was canceled for today due to this weather that's coming out. You know, all the kids trying to get up in this rain and it was too muggy, I guess. So they canceled school today. So that was a good thing. And that worked perfectly because my hubby was on the floor just, I mean, you know, can't move, all right? And then I know that I have plans to get myself moving in the morning because I have my deadlines that I have to make. So our whole house had to reactivate and readjust how we were going to take care of our daily routines today. So cancellation of school worked perfectly for me, but I didn't get to start early because I thought I was going to have to take my son to school. Then, you know, and came to find out it wasn't no school like an hour and a half later. So that threw some wrenches in my gear and I was like, oh, if I only knew, I could have left from early this morning before the rain came and I could have get started on my day before going to the gym. But with all that being said, I just wanted to talk in regards to my little Jaden. He got up this morning. Since yesterday, all the kids was worried about their dad. You know, Jada texted, she's like, Mommy, you need to come home right now because Daddy, you know, something happened in his back and he, you know, I think you need to be at home. And then all of a sudden, my son come from school. Before he got off the bus, you know, my husband is like, I can't make it to the bus stop. You're gonna have to get home. So I'm dashing home to pick up my son from the bus because hubby was not available at that time to do the normal routines that he do. So as a couple, you're so used to both of you guys picking up your little slingshot, and sometimes I know that things pull back a little bit just so that we can aim farther. But that distraction for that period of time, you just got to be so resilient to flick back real quick to adjust to the change, right? So now here I am doing all of my husband's chores. So I told him, I said, babe, I don't think I like your chores, because it distracts me from what I'm consistently normally used to doing. Now I no longer able to do mine, even though I got my work done, but it took me some time because I had to fill in the blanks for my hubby yesterday. So this morning, guys, here we are. I'm waiting to take my son to school. Came to find out school sending a message, school is canceled. So that was a plus. And then my daughter got up and she was like, Mommy, why are you still home? The schooling is canceled. I said, oh, really? So hubby, he rolled halfway off the floor. He's like, yes, babe, you could go and do your normal day because the school is canceled. So I get in the kitchen, guys, and my son is pulling out. He don't eat cereal. He never was a kid that liked cereal. He always thought it was just a nasty taste, and the mushiness. So my son, my special needs, he never liked cereal, but I saw him in the kitchen when I got in. I was like, Jaden, what are you doing? I said, you don't like milk, and you don't like the milk and the cereal. And he's like, Mommy, I'm getting my daddy his breakfast. That just blew my mind because he's so used to his father doing something, and in no time, he could activate without anybody telling him to activate. He know his dad get up at 5 in the morning and get his breakfast, make sure that he's taken care of. So when my son got up and he go take care of himself, daddy is already eating and just waiting to make sure he gets to the bus stop. But today was a little bit different routine because everybody's whole schedule is changed. So my husband was not able to do his normal routine this morning. My son activated, went grab a bowl, and I caught him in the kitchen and he's telling me, I'm getting daddy his breakfast. And I said, Jaden, did daddy tell you to get him breakfast? He said, no, Mommy. He said, but I just want to be kind. That's how you teach it. You teach your kids from a young age that kindness is free. And people shouldn't have to tell you to do things. You should be able to see things and activate, right? So that's what he did. That's what he's taught all his life. If you see the trash need to throw out, go throw it out. Don't wait for people to tell you or assign it to you when you know it has to be done. Just do it. That's what I enjoy the Nike, when Nike is like, just do it. And it means something. So my son activated, mind you, my special needs son that everybody always is doing for him. However, though, he realized daddy was not able to do for him. So he decided, I'm going to do for daddy. So he went on, guys, got my husband a bowl, pour out his cereal, and I watched him and I said, let me help you. He said, no, I can do it. I can do it myself. Pour out his dad milk, get the spoon, and took it to his father and woke his father up and said, Daddy, it's time for you to have your breakfast at 5:30 in the morning, because that's when my husband had breakfast. Then he went and got himself ready, which is his normal routine. But it was just mind-blowing to see how he functioned and put others first without nobody telling him. Nobody had to tell my son, to do something. He was selfless today. And I know a lot of times we are very selfish and we focusing on ourselves, but it's always so great to do kind gestures for others without them having to tell you to do the gesture. Nobody told my son to do it. He just activated his kind gesture, and he thought, before I take care of me, I got to make sure daddy's eating his breakfast. Hi, Sister Tanya. Hope all is well with you. Welcome into Life with Paulette. I was just sharing about my son this morning. Y'all know that my husband had a little fender bender and popped his little lower back out. So, all his routines was thrown on me in my plate. And y'all know that I had enough on my plate by going to the gym. That was enough in itself. But, I end up doing now my husband chores, and my son, got up this morning, early this morning at 5 o'clock, and he was getting his daddy's breakfast without being told to do it. And when I said, Jaden, I said, what are you doing? He said, Mommy, I'm doing a kind gesture for daddy because daddy can't do it. His back is bad. He said, my poor dad. He said, he does everything for me. That means daddy take him to the bus, daddy picks him up from the bus, daddy send him, like when they have all the little campings and stuff with the school and he has to do any routines with the school, daddy activates, and right now daddy is not able to activate. So my son decided he's going to help with the routines without being asked. So I just thought that it was a reminder that kindness is something that nobody needs to tell you to activate it. You should know how to activate it and just go do it. Just get it done, And that to me was mind-blowing. And then come to find out, after all that was done and said, the school was canceled, so everybody gets to stay home with the hubby. I ended up having to still get to do my normal morning routines because otherwise I would have stayed home with hubby, and he don't want me to stay home. I said, babe, I'll stay home with you. Do you need me to, I made sure that everything was taken care of. All his back was taken, had all the ointments on it. I got his patch, I got his heating pad, I got his cold pad, everything ready for him. So just keep my husband in prayer, guys, that he can have a fast recovery, because knowing him, he's not a bed bug nor a homebody. He likes to be all over, walking around and doing a whole lot of stuff from sun up to sundown. That's just how he always been. That military activates in him. So I know that he is definitely not feeling comfortable, not able to move around how he would want to, So that's a little update that happened yesterday to today, and I wanted to let you all know that don't forget to activate your kind gestures today. And I also wanted to talk to you guys in regards to, remember a few months ago, last year, there was a lady that I was taking grocery to that had insulted me to my face because I couldn't find her house. And she told me, I can't imagine. She said, you can't see that my house here. Well, anyway, I think I made a video of it. Do you know that today I'm going back to the same person's house to drop food off after like 3 months of me delivering to her last time? Even though she apologized once she noticed that I was not as ignorant as she was, she apologized to me, and I stayed calm and collective. And then when she saw that my attitude was Christ-like, I didn't have that. I was disclosed though, because I really wanted to tell her something, but I didn't. I did the Christ-like thing. I wanted to be right, okay? Because sometimes we could be so wrong in 2 left foot all the way to the left instead of being right and staying silent and letting them look like a fool. So anyway, I'm going back to her house, so prayers for me. She already texted me and told me thanks, because I guess she remembers me too. But I'm going to go to Miss Catherine, and I will definitely have an amazing time with Miss Catherine when I drop off all her groceries up the ramp that she finally put in the notes, the ramp on the porch, the wheelchair ramp. She figured it out and she clarified it in a message for me. So now I'll be looking for her and this ramp off to the right this time. So we'll get it right. But yes, guys, that's where I'm at today. I just wanted to update you guys in regards to not having to be told to activate your kind gestures. You just do kind gestures. It's like a man going into a building and he opens the door, and I love the ladies to walk in. Ain't that great? It's just a kind gesture and it's automatic. You activate immediately. Or some man will open the car doors for their spouses or their husband, their wives, and that's just automatic. Some people were just taught from a young age certain little gestures that becomes natural to them. So at the end, guys, nothing wrong with activating great and kind gestures without people being told to do so, you know. But yes, how are you doing today, Sister Tanya? I hope all is well with you. The weather here is a little cuckoo, child. We cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, okay? Because yesterday we had rain, but it was a little bit of sun. Today, the morning started out with the bad weather. It is gray outside. Hopefully the floodings can be, you know, decrease and not as intense as it was a few weeks ago. But I don't know. We are just starting April and the weather is just going left for no reason. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. But anyway, aloha Friday to each and every one of you guys. I was thinking it was Thursday, but it's Friday. So aloha Friday to everybody. I just pray that you guys stay safe. Hope that you all are having a better weather than I am having over here in Hawaii, because the rain is no joke. And so far, there's no school buses on the road. So we should be looking forward to no accidents, fingers crossed. Everybody making it home on time and making it to work on time as well. So we're gonna look there and see. This weather is ridiculous. Yes, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, Sister Tanya, over here we have sun 1 minute in the morning, sometimes sun is up in the evening, you know, it's raining, and then the moon comes up and all of a sudden the rain just go away, and that's just how crazy the weather is. So some of you guys are having better weather than we are having over here. But over here in Hawaii right now, we're on warnings again for the wind, for the rain, for the floodings, for the landslides and all that good old, you know, good old stuff. So what can we say? Hawaii is a tropical place. So you're going to have water, you're going to have rain, you're going to have water again, more water, more rain, and then that's just how it is. And the sun is going to come, and when the sun does come during the summer, it's going to be intense. I just want y'all to know it's going to be so intense. Y'all, we're going to be all crying. I'm going to just look outside. I remember last year I would look outside and the sweat would just fall off, and I was inside with the AC. So I could just tell you, I know it's going to be hot because the rain is being disrespectful. So imagine if the rain be disrespectful, the sun and the heat is going to want to show itself too. You know, just mind you, all this crazy rain and snow. I don't know how you guys' weather is over there on the mainland, but over here, it's crazy. Okay. But yes, guys, today the kids have no school. Paulette is back and forth home because I have to make sure that hubby's taken care of today. The good thing is I already made from last night. I made dinner, you know, so everybody's going to be heating up. So my daughter, she activates. She's pretty handy, you know. Even my son is handy. Like you saw what happened if you listen to the beginning of the video where he, you know, he did breakfast and stuff for his dad this morning because he already knew daddy's not able to do. So he's going to do it. He activated. My daughter will probably activate with lunchtime, and I'll be home for dinner, you know. So all they have to do is heat the stuff up and they should be good to go, you know. But I'll be checking in every so often just in case, you know, they need me or he needs me at home. I'll be there I'll be able to arrive on time. I did tell him to go to the doctor, but you all know how stubborn some of these husbands is. They don't listen. Now here I am trying to get him to the ER, and he's like, I'll be all right, I'll be okay. And I'm looking at him like, you know you're not, you know. But he didn't want to listen to me, and I didn't want to push it too much because, you know, he's a tall dude. I was not able to throw him across my back and just spank him and put him in the car, you know. I was like, okay, you can't walk right now, so I guess I'm not going to push it too far. But whenever you do start to walk up and down, I'm going to shove him right into therapy for his back to make sure that he can get everything in order, probably get some massages and some, you know, some needles up in there. You know how to do all those nice little fine little Chinese needles they put in your back to take the tension out, or to do suctions where they put the heating cups on you to suck out the tension. They have so much different techniques right now to relieve stress and you know, the inflammation that, you know, at this point in time, I'm gonna just leave it to the doctors. All I could do is be there, make sure everybody has water, make sure everybody have enough food that they have. It's the weekend, thank God. So hopefully between now and Monday, everybody will be good to go, and we could just start up like nothing happened during the weekend. Okay, but what can I say? When I pull my back, I remember I pulled my back twice. The first time I pulled my back, that was right after I had my son. And it took me a long time to recover. I remember it took me, it was long. And then the second time I pulled my back, I remember that I was, let me see, I was in, where was I? I think I did a jump tuck in the gym. Hi, Sister EFP. How are you today? Hope all is well. How are you getting your steps in? I heard you yesterday about you slacking on your 10,000 steps, sis. You need to get it together, okay? You need to get it together. You need to come back. Come on now. Come on. Let's join this wave. You know, the other day, I'm struggling, by the way, for my 10,000. I'm only getting to 7,000 right now, you know, and it's like, oh, if I could go to the refrigerator one more time, maybe I'll hit that extra 3,000, but it don't work like that, you know. I got to go and walk a few laps around the block in order to get those 10,000 steps going. But what can I say, guys? You know, this weight is something else, and those 10,000 steps is not easy. So for those that are doing 10,000 steps, I'll say kudos to you. It's not easy for me to get 2 days out of the week 10,000 step. What's less 3? And I think I bit off more than I can chew, because I decided to go 2 days instead of, 3 days instead of 2 days, guys. And that was crazy. That's what you call cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. When you know you can't barely do 1 day 10,000 steps and you gonna give yourself 3? Who does that? Who does that? So I've been struggling to get my 3 days in, that I decided to, you know, give myself a little push. I was trying to keep up with Sister Dawn, but I can't keep up with Sister Dawn. I give up. I ain't trying to do no every day, 7 days a week, no 20,000 steps. Ain't no way I can do it. Ain't no way. I give up. I'm done. Sister Eve, it's hard. I haven't been making it. Sis, it's hard. I know. I haven't been making it either, girl. Join the group of haven't been making it. I think that would be a great little haven't been making it title. You know, I haven't been making it either, girl. I haven't. I have not been making it. I will get 5,000 some days. I will get 6,000 some days. Some days I get up to 7,000. You know, these last couple weeks I've just been doing the 7,000. I hope for Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays sometime I will get my 10,000 in, but life been lifing, girl. Life been lifing, and I can tell y'all, when life is lifing, girl, I can barely get 5,000 in. But you know what? It's great to just have a goal, even though we don't hit it all the time. It's always great to just have the goal. So I have the goal. Where's this house? Is this one? She say up the ramp. Okay, I see the ramp. Yeah, it's great to have those goals. So let's get back to these goals. I'm going to work next week, not this week. I'm going to work next week on I'm going to just say what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on 3 days, 10,000 steps. Sister EFP, come on now. At least give me one. Let's do one. Come on, join it. Sister Tanya, you too. Let's join it. Let's get it in there and let's start this thing up. Because I know one thing. When I was doing the 10,000 steps, you know, I remember a few months ago from last year when Sister EFP started the 10,000 step thingy, and we all was just, you know, trying to get these 10,000 steps in. Girl, guys, I was walking on that treadmill and all my little stomach started going down. I felt pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. You feel pretty good when you can hit that 10,000. The saddest part is that, you know, to get to the 10,000. So let's motivate each other to try and get to that 10,000. Okay, 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever day you decide to pick. Just let's get it started. So next week I'm going to do 3 days. I'm telling you all out now. I'm telling the universe 3 days, 10,000 steps, and pray for me, because I'm going to definitely need all the prayer. Yep, I remember the girl. You remember that? We were all snatched, and all of a sudden 10,000 went out the window. Boo-hoo! Girl, when I started looking down and my stomach was sitting in my lap, I was like, oh Lord, no, we ain't doing this today. Not today, girlfriend. Nope. I had to start walking up a storm and getting it together, you know. But I think we need to bring back those 10,000 steps, sister. We all need to jump on that bandwagon of that 10,000 step because it's so needed, especially now. You know, we got to get that summer back. It's summer coming up. I need to drop these off. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Good morning. I need to figure out where my umbrella is. But I didn't see you guys there. Thank you. Because all of that for now. A little more for your tip too. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, be careful. I'm gonna help you. Woo! That rain is no joke. I just want you all to know. The rain is no joke, okay? Child. Had me feeling like ice was out there. But yes, guys, we need to get back to the basic. I think back to the basic, you know, maybe instead of 10,000 steps, we should just start with 5. Let's start with 5. How about that? 5,000 steps, and then we push ourselves from 5,000 steps, you know, to the 10,000. But I think 10,000 would be a great way to at least get once or twice in. But yes, guys, that's all I'm going to say for today with you guys. It's raining over here. Keep us in prayers, you know, so that way we can get from point A to point B and not get overwhelmed and get weary in well-doings, because oh my gosh, I wanted to give up so many times. You all don't understand. I wanted to give up, and just when I thought that I failed, that's when they're like, oh, the scale said this, the scale said the other thing, and I'm like, oh really? Oh, okay. You know, the motivation is key. You're gonna stay motivated by consistently trying to do the right thing. And do I hit it every time? No, I don't hit it every time. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all, girls, I hit it all the time. Nope. I think it was 2 weeks ago, I didn't hit none. I did not even hit a 5,000 steps last time. Last time I didn't hit it for a whole week, and I felt so bad because, you know, here goes all the other sisters with you know, 18,000, 13,000, 18,000 again, 24,000, 20,000 steps, and here I am, couldn't hit 5. I felt so disappointing in myself. But you know what it did for the following week? It made me push myself a little bit more. And when I was lacking those last 2,000, I just went around the block for, you know, to get it in. And I made it. I got 2 days last week. And this week, I don't even think I got 1 day yet. And we already on Friday. So you know I ain't going to make it this week either. But next week, guys, I'm going to come on strong. Every day I'm going to tell you all how many steps I did so I can motivate myself. I'm going to motivate myself to stay motivated. Okay? That's the key. Motivate yourself to stay motivated. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you guys. Oh my gosh. Yes, because today is a rainy day and I wanted to start off a little bit later just to say Aloha Friday to you guys. But due to circumstances and the rainy weather, I decided to come on earlier because it's less traffic than later when I'm going to be doing Lyft and I won't be able to talk to you guys. But that's all I want to tell you all. Kindness is free, guys. Make sure that you activate your kindness without people having to tell it to you. Just do it. Just do it. Let's become like the Nikes, okay? Just do it, okay? Because it pays off in the end. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for coming into Life with Paulette. And that's all I have for you all today. I just wanted to update you and remind you, kindness is free. Activate it without people telling you to do it. Just do it. All right? I love y'all. Deuces. I bid you good eve, babies. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.